What's up, everyone? Bob Boxler here. I am the infill guy, and I have a very exciting discussion for you all today. The subject is something we're all looking for 100%. I know you either are or you have in the past, and it's simple. I'm going to share with you, how to get wealthy in 1 year. It's the silver bullet, I call it, that we're all looking for. Where is it? How do I retire before I'm 60? How do we make this happen? And I'm about to share it with you. 3 easy steps. Let's dig into it. The only investment that's guaranteed to make you more wealthy by the end of the year, and I don't mean like you're going to have a ton of money in your bank account necessarily by the end of year one, but it's going to change you fundamentally for the rest of your life. And that investment is an investment in your personal knowledge and skills. Why do you think most people who become instantly wealthy or relatively instantly wealthy, like they win the lottery or they get a huge sports contract, why do you think most of them end up losing it or struggling later on? They blow that money. It doesn't stick around. Mostly it's because they haven't figured out how to manage it or what to do with it to keep growing the wealth, keep growing the snowball. They haven't had a chance to change that internal thermometer. Usually, if it spikes to 1,000 degrees, it's going to cool off again and find the balance. But if you can raise your internal wealth thermometer to a higher level, your bank balances are going to follow. It is tough to believe and it's tough to understand, but I'm here to tell you that it's true. So by investing in yourself, you instantly, like that moment, you instantly become a better version of you. If I learn something new, I know one more thing than I knew a moment ago. You become more knowledgeable about what you do and more importantly, what to do and what not to do. Learn new skills. And by learning those skills, you bring new ways you can bring value to everyone in the world. You can learn new tools that you didn't even know existed, and largely because you are pursuing the education to learn what skills don't I have. And that takes a lot. There's a lot of ego standing in the way of even asking that question, right? Some of you are having reactions to what I'm saying so far, thinking this is challenging me in some way. And that's because I've been there. It's because our whole life is built up to this moment, and we've believed that we've been making the right decisions up to this moment. But I want to challenge that inner voice to say, for you and for me, because this happened to me, have I consciously decided and chosen each path that was available to me, that this is the exact path I want to be on? Or did I kind of follow a path of lesser resistance? That's a big question to ask. I've done that searching, and I'm not going to answer it for you specifically, but I know what the answer was for me. And the answer was, I was the latter. I was following a path of lesser resistance, just kind of going with the flow. By implementing these 3 steps into your life this year, you can forever change the direction of your life. You won't change where you are in an instant, but you can change your direction and where you're going in an instant. All right, let's get into the 3 steps. Number 1, research the 10 best books on the area of the world or of life or of skills that you're most interested in, the most passionate about, they get you up at night, they keep you up at night. Research those 10 best books and then buy all 10 of them. Just do it. What's it going to cost you? $100, $200? Not that much money in the grand scheme of things. And then invest all of your spare time. You might be saying, I don't have very much spare time. I don't have any spare time. I believe if you really want change to happen in your life, you will find an extra 10, 20 minutes a day to invest in reading these books you just invested your money in. So invest every spare moment of time you can to reading those books and really understanding them, and get through them as soon as possible, all 10. Once that's done, and this is the most important part, begin practicing and implementing what you learned in those 10 books to try to create something of value in the real world that somebody might want that service or that skill or that product that you created, start implementing now. The second I learn something new, I try to start implementing it now so I can figure out what are the obstacles I don't understand yet and get over them. Start implementing it now as you learn it. Try, and then again, still on point number one, try to make a profit in your spare time. This isn't you have to leave your job tomorrow and really put yourself in a corner. You can do that. Some people do. I'm not advocating that. I'm just saying try to, in your spare time, after reading the books, after putting things in motion, try to get a side hustle going. Try to see some momentum build. Try to make $100 of profit. Have you ever done something like that? There was a point in my life that I had not. I've only ever made a salary. I'm telling you now, try this and put it into motion and see the results that come your way, or at least the growth that happens, the learning that you'll have as you try to do this. So that's number one, 10 books. Number two, attend a seminar or a training on a subject, on a similar subject, something that's very interesting to you, something you're passionate about or excited about. Make sure it's being taught by somebody credible, somebody that's actually doing this thing or has actually built this business or this product or something similar. A lot of people talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk, and they're just talking. You need somebody that is actually doing it, that you're learning from or has done it. Practice what they say diligently. Every single thing they say, take it seriously. Don't let the little things go through the cracks as much as you can. We're not perfect, but try to do everything they suggest. And then don't stop until you succeed. Hey, if you never quit, you've never failed. So just keep trying. Things are going to fail. Like you're going to try to start something, you're going to try something. It's not going to work. That's okay. Learn from it and try again. Learn from it and try again. And then recall what they said, check your notes and try again. Re-implement. So that's number two. Attend a seminar or get training, get a mentor and learn from them, somebody that's actually in that arena. And lastly, number three, I guess this ties to number two, invest in a mentor who will tell you what you should be doing, learning, and looking for each and every day. So this is somebody you actually might have on call or pay them monthly or invest in a block of training with them where they're going to hold you accountable. This is likely the way to shorten your learning curve the most, but it's not required. But for a lot of people, it helps shrink the timeline to have somebody write a direct line to that person I mentioned, number two, where they're financially incentivized to answer your call. And they also want to do a good job for you to make sure you grow and you become a steward or a success story of theirs. That's likely the most costly option. 1, 2, and 3 are listed in the order of magnitude of most likely cost, but number 3 is likely the most costly. Many are not practitioners themselves. Again, I'm reiterating this because it's real. You want to do your research. Don't spend all day and all night and years doing research, but find somebody who actually has a proven track record, who has walked the talk, and has had success in that industry. That's number 3. Hiring a mentor would be number 3 that turbocharged your growth as you started learning new things. Just to reiterate, I don't recommend starting by hiring somebody and just spending your money before you have any momentum or that foundational base of knowledge that you crammed into your mind by reading the books, by going to the trainings and the seminars. Hey, there's virtual trainings these days. You don't even have to physically go to Las Vegas or LA or wherever the meetup is. Just get involved and listen and take notes, because people are sharing all the time. And when we're busy and our ego is blocking, like we've got it all figured out, Bob, don't worry about it, you're not actually listening and hearing the message. The message is there. Everyone's saying the same damn thing. If you finally stopped, let down your guard, and actually soaked it in and said, maybe if I go do these simple things, all these things these people are talking about are pretty damn simple. They are. That's the silver bullet. We're all looking for this silver bullet where it's all easy. Well, it can be easy if you stop looking for a shortcut and start doing the simple, easy things every single day. That's it. This is not complicated. It's not rocket science. It's doing what we're supposed to be doing every single day. So we're in position to succeed. Do any three of these things, any one of them, and you will be in a dramatically different place by the end of the year. If you do one, just number one, or just number two, you will change yourself in the course of a year. But if you do, and again, maybe not in your bank account in 1 year, but in your mind and in who you are, you will grow substantially in 1 year. You'll be a different person. Do all three of these things in 1 year or in rapid, just keep growing, keep learning. Do all three of these things. Buy the 10 books, attend seminars and trainings, and get a mentor once you've gained that momentum and that understanding of what to go do with this information. Do all three of these things, and I want to hear from you because I would guess your life 1 year from now will be dramatically different, or your mindset around your life or where you're going in life will be dramatically different than where it is today when you first heard this story from me. And I look forward to it. I hope you circle back and you let me know how it goes. I'll be around. Look for me, Bob Boxler, the Infill Guy. I'm also on Substack, Real Estate Simplified by the Infill Guy. Check it out. I hope to hear from you. I hope you take this seriously. A lot of things in life are just simple. Stop overcomplicating them. Go out there and get things done. We'll talk to you soon.